private license.
Please give me money right now, because everyone wants free English from me.
Yeah.
I am not your English giving machine.
How's it going, guys? I'm David. I'm here in the Sunday Language Exchange in Hongdae. I'm gonna have a conversation with some Koreans and foreigners about what Koreans think about English teachers in Korea, foreign English teachers. This gets a little bit intense, and we talk about language and our own experience. Come check it out. You can join us anytime in the Language Exchange. See you guys there. All right. How's it going, guys? Give a wave. All right. So my name's David. I'm from Canada. And
Chris, I'm American.
G1, I'm Korean.
I'm Ollie from America.
I'm Minu in Korea. All right. We got 2 regulars and 2 new guys today. Yeah. So that's cool. What do you guys think?
I think there are so many prejudices about native speakers.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, because some of them are kind of rude in here.
Oh.
Yeah. And so, do you know something?
I've heard some of this. Well, actually, are you guys teachers?
I am.
Yes, teacher.
How long have you guys been teaching?
I've been in Korea a very long time, about 8 years now.
8 years.
So I've seen it change a lot since I first came to Korea.
Oh yeah?
So you can bring the new perspective, and I can talk about the way things used to be.
Yeah, the golden era. How long have you been here?
Just 1 year
1 year? As a teacher?
as a teacher.
I feel like I've known you for longer than that.
Well, like a year and 2 months.
Okay, I don't know. I guess I'm sensitive to that. Yeah. All right. I've been here for about more than 2.5 years now. It's feeling like when I first got here, there was like those veteran teachers like you. Yeah, I'm approaching that now. I feel like 2.5 is not too long, but
I feel like for Korea, it is. A lot of people just come and stay for 1 year.
yeah.
And I think that's where you get some of the prejudice.
Yes.
Because those people don't necessarily always learn the culture.
Yeah.
So those are the people where they're like, 4, I want 4, but they're not understanding. So then they're just like, 4.
You have to understand that several years ago, we were really, really isolated.
I'm sure.
People were more scared of us. In Seoul now, people will engage foreigners.
Yeah.
When I first came to Korea, I wasn't in Seoul, and it was in a place where they weren't used to seeing foreigners. So I could walk down the street, and little kids would point at me and go, "Oh, 외국인이다!" Like, there's a foreigner! And they're like really surprised. Yes. Yes. And now, like, there is no reaction whatsoever.
No reaction now. In Seoul.
Not at all.
It's kind of nice. When I first came here, I went to Chungju. You guys know Chungju? Yeah. Chungju is about 100,000 people city north of Seoul, and they were just kind of curious. It was still like pretty novel for them. They'd see me walking down the street. I don't look fully Weigukin. I'm like half Weigukin. Actually, literally half Weigukin. Yeah. Right? And so they would look at me, they'd just be like, and then that's it. Nothing too serious.
Oh, you must have been a little uncomfortable. They're staring at you.
I was uncomfortable. It was nothing negative. It was just like, of course, there was like a fully, like, kind of like a shigo, like a rural area, and
Yeah, they were just curious.
They were curious. I didn't feel bad about it, but I did experience it.
There's less of just foreigners, but
Oh, there's only one building with like maybe 100 foreigners in the whole city. Yeah.
whole city.
Yeah.
It's like they are surprised when you come.
I live in Yatta, so it's not Seoul, it's just outside of Seoul, and I'm always surprised by how like welcoming they are.
Yeah.
They're always like, oh hi, come to my house, like have dinner with me. I've had a lot of people offer to like cook for me or take me to the store, take me to like just like go walking or hiking, because they're so happy that I'm there and like in Yatta, and they're like, thank you so much for teaching.
Well, okay, that's the other thing. Like, there is like the stereotype where, you know, we gotta have it easy, or there's like the prejudice where we might be lazy, we're here for 1 year. But on the other side, have you been in a grocery store and someone approaches you and be like, teach my son English, or teach my daughter English?
Money.
Private license.
Please give me money right now, because everyone wants free English from me.
Yeah.
I am not your English giving machine. after 8 years, this is how I feel. So if I want to speak some Korean, there better be a good trade-off. I think at first, when you first come, your first year, you're happy to meet anyone. And if somebody wants to come up and practice English, it's kind of cute and fun. But for the old guys that are grumpy like myself, it's because everyone approaches us and does the same kind of thing. So whatever prejudice there might be against the foreign English teacher, like after a while, like the foreign English teacher gets really worn down by those same circumstances coming over and over and over.
Here we go.
Again.
This is 1 year, 2.5 years. It's 8 years.
Yeah, there's a history.
So I'm curious, when total strangers are extremely nice to you, do you think they might use you with learning in English?
Oh, of course. Yeah. Well, you can tell because some people are very like confident and fluent in English, so they're just there to like make friends. They're like,
That one's,
you may not know things, so let me help you out. But then there's some who are like, hi, I know English. Well, like they're very just like timid and shy.
Yeah.
And those are the people who I think just want to.
They want to get the English.
Practice English.
But I think this is the misunderstanding because if they want to learn English, they should learn from a Korean who learned English.
Yeah.
Because like when you're basic, like this is another thing. There's like an aura around the native English teacher that we can just teach English to anybody and everybody will learn. But for the really basic learners, they're better off learning from a Korean speaker. Like,
they have to have a base. Everyone wants to start speaking long conversations from the beginning. You've got to have a base of knowledge to be able to do it. And this is the problem with foreigners learning Korean, is most of us don't learn Korean because we don't have that base. The vast majority of Koreans have already studied English for years and years and years. They just haven't had the chance to speak. And we're giving them that chance to speak. We don't have, or at least we didn't have the basic knowledge to begin a conversation. And so it was always just giving English and not any taking ourselves. But things are changing that way. Like a lot more foreigners are speaking Korean, a lot more people are interested in Korean culture.
there's a chance to speak every Wednesday and Sunday here, and Thursday and Saturday in Gangnam. Check the link in below.
So that's why I think kind of believe. At first time I studied English more and more in 1 hour before. I met many English teachers. I felt they don't want to learn Korean as well. But now many of American or other countries, they want to learn Korean.
This is another part that's changed though. When I came to Korea many years ago,
Many years ago.
no one really knew Korean culture. All of my friends came to Korea to be a teacher or to travel. But now, before people come here, they're learning Korean. They already know like K-pop, they already know K-drama. They're coming here with an intention of being in Korea, whereas everyone I knew came to Korea just because the jobs were here. We came to be travelers, we came to be teachers, we came to earn money. Now people are less interested in teaching, they're more interested in the culture. And so that's a huge difference between the new people and the old people.
That's a good thing, but also, coming a little bit, that's a good thing, but also I can understand why English teachers sometimes get a bad rap in Korea, because you know, if you get your degree and you're not planning on becoming a teacher, you can still be qualified to teach in Korea. And so what happens is some people just want to come for 1 year, and they think like it's pretty good money, it's a decent living here, so you can just enjoy yourself a lot. So like I agree, there's like the culture that people want to learn, there's that group, and then there's the other group, they're thinking like I get to travel abroad, I get long weekends, I go to Thailand, I can go to Japan, I can go to Philippines, and just make money and just enjoy it. So then they might not be the best teachers.
Kind of respect in Korea.
Respect.
Well, it's not that way anymore. When I first came to Korea, it was easiest to come to Korea. You were making the most money in Korea. That's not the case anymore. Vietnam and China have a lot more opportunities. And so a lot of really serious teachers are going there. That's why there's more people now that you see are interested in the culture. If they're really just wanting to make money and to travel, a lot more people go to Vietnam, a lot more people go to China.
Yeah, please.
I'm curious about your work condition because one of my friends who's a native speaker here, he's from Ivy League and he's a great worker in his academy, but still his work condition is fairly bad. He cannot take any holidays from his academy because he's always afraid of being deported by them. So he just follow every regulation, like even the ridiculous was that. So I'm curious about your workplaces and yours.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, yeah.
I'm extremely lucky because I just so happen to find that one job where everything is perfect. My apartment's perfect, like nothing, like my boss is giving me 2.5 weeks off to go home to America.
Oh,
like, yeah, she doesn't have to. And then right when I come back, my other coworker's taking 2.5 weeks off to go home to America. So I'm not the best person to ask.
Well, okay, I've had
That's
two
great.
different
I'm happy
jobs.
for you.
I worked in the EPIC program, which is like the public school, and that was amazing. Even though I had to work with like 700 teenage boys, it was fine. Like I had a good time. I go in there, I play, I get to yell at them like attention, because that was just like the thing that you have to do, like chareot, like this, and it was a good time. I had so much time in my office. I studied a lot of Korean.
You never have yelled that much in your life before your life.
I had like my co-teachers to yell at them. They were just like young Korean girls. I'm like, get him, and they just like go after him. So I had good conditions there. But then I worked in a hagwon. I had really good conditions, but it was hard. It was work. Like I've done actual work in Canada, and my epic job, it was a lot of fun. But the hagwon was like I had to make all the tests, market, administration, all disciplining. No co-teachers. It was like morning to night, just working hard. I like that job. It was pretty fun. So I had both. There's both jobs.
If you've been here long enough, you've worked for a bad hagwon or bad kindergarten. There's just so many, and that's also something that plays into like the bad foreigner thing.
Yeah.
If you're unhappy with your work life, you want on the weekend to go out and party. You want to relieve stress, and so
It goes back and forth though, right? If the employer thinks, oh, the foreigners are just here to kind of exploit this good position of theirs, have a great time for a year, I'm not going to give them the best conditions. Then the guy thinking, oh, they're trying to take advantage of me, I'm not going to do a good job, and it just goes back and forth. Kind of just shit.
It's got to be a two-way street. It's got to be give and take. And a lot of people are not really, they don't really know how to do that.
When you were mentioning about many the native speakers who don't have a will to study our culture, yeah, I think that's a good point, because I feel weird when some foreigners ask me direction in English, and I feel like, why do you speak in English? You should speak Korean. You are in Korean.
But the vast majority of people don't think that way.
That's the problem, because Koreans love to hear English and they speak in English like gladly, and
I feel like the expectation of foreigners is so low that, oh, foreigner, he won't speak Korean, so I must speak English to you.
What do you usually hear when you say 안녕하세요 and then you start to Korean?
If I say 안녕하세요, people say, oh, you're so good at Korean. And I'm like, come on, I didn't even speak a sentence. Let me speak. I really did learn some Korean. I did.
Yeah, worked out.
Our expectation is getting lower. It was lower, but now getting because there are many of TV program.
I think it's both. I think people's expectations are low, but because of Tyler and Bijong Samwaedam, if I speak one sentence in Korean, everyone expects me to be completely fluent now. And like I've been here a long time, so everyone just expects, oh, that long, you must be able to understand everything, and then they talk at their regular speed, and I can't keep up. So
it's a challenge.
We love Tyler because Tyler's 100% foreigner, but he had a view to learn language.
He's like a scholar.
Culture.
He's like a professor.
So if native speakers in Korea have tendency to learn culture and have a view to mingle with these guys, and we don't have any problem with it. Yeah.
See, what's hard is when, like my school, there's no Korean teachers, so only foreign teachers.
Oh, wow.
And then, so I'm at my job from 9 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock at night, only English, absolutely zero Korean. And then you go home to dinner with your coworkers, or you go to like the gym where you're listening to your headphones, or
you don't have any chance to learn.
Yeah, you just don't. You don't have a chance to actually speak it. Like I've been learning for a year, but I cannot speak Korean to save my life.
You can go totally speaking English. Your whole experience in Korea, you can speak English only, you'll be fine.
The entire time.
But your experience gets much better if you speak something.
Just like today, even though you're in language exchange age group, but you speak, I would say, more than 80%.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, you
Because I
speak
was-
English, yeah?
Every time, if you say 안녕하세요 and they say, oh, hello, you speak very well. Okay, so where are you from? What's your everything's in English?
Yes,
And then I say,
yes.
저는 Canada so and so. And then, oh, it's pretty good. And then go back to English. So it is a bit of a challenge that way.
Yeah.
Something you can deal with. It's not a big problem.
It feels like we're fighting. I want Korean, you want English.
Actually, this is my private experience. I had a sort of date with some foreigner, and he wanted to speak in Korean when I wanted to speak in English.
That's how it
so
feels.
there was a subtle conflict every time. When he speaks in Korean, I suddenly change it into English.
Yeah.
And he did the right way around. It was sensitive.
Right.
Yes.
We've been going for 60 minutes, but I think we opened a lot of things more intense than usual. That's okay. That's cool. And I think we ended up talking about like what's in an English speaker's experience in Korea and what's it like to try and learn Korean. But that's fine. That's cool. Thank you guys so much for your thoughts and your opinions. So see you next time.
Let's see the Death Star and see.